Hi, I'm Dee. I'm an age group triathlete over the 70.3 distance, so 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike. Finished off with a nice 13.1 mile run. So we're at the Derby Arena, and today we're working with Bigham, and we're going to do some aero testing to see what aero gains we can get on the bike. Here with the lovely Sam Proctor, so one of the Ribble sponsored triathletes. See what gains can be done, if I can get any speed going round to even get any analysis from that. But yeah, I'm sure it will be good fun.
So what we're doing today is measuring your CDA, coefficient of drag times front area. You've probably heard people talk about it before, but effectively it's the value that defines how aerodynamic you are as a rider. And we want to get that as low as we can. So every lap you're riding around, we're measuring that, calculating your CDA on a half lap basis.
Hold your hand up the bars, yeah.
How'd that one feel?
Better. I felt I tried really for about.
A bit tighter, still okay?
Still okay.
You can still shrug, it's not too tight.
I didn't feel that impeded. I tried to really just get that head and really sink into it rather than just dipping it, really.
Yeah, really go for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's have a look at that one then. It's the slowest run in his head up position, the fastest run in his shrug position.
Oh, okay.
On balance, if you do it 50% of the time, then he's a watt down. But if you can hold that for probably more than 60% of his run,
so if you're going to do a 10, then you want to do it. But if you're going to do an Ironman, you're going to struggle.
Not.
So.
Yeah, but then changing extension angle between races.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not really ideal.
Okay,
but,
well, let's keep pushing on. We'll try foam padding first. So your baseline position, reasonably okay, but definitely some room for improvement on that. So you're 237 and 222. So your head shrug was huge there. You're finding about 14 watts, which is at the upper end of what most people get for a head shrug. So it's really good, but you want to persevere with that one. So working on how you can sustain that, whether it's something like a full length mirror in front of you on the turbo trainer, so you've got that visual feedback loop, but also things like foam rolling, stretching, massage, your physiotherapist, just trying to loosen up neck, traps, shoulders, just so you've got a good range of movement and you can sustain that position for hopefully the whole race or when aerodynamics really matters, so when you're going at good speed. But yeah, 14 watts, really, really good. First thing we changed was your hand position, so holding further forward on the shifters and bring the pads forward to sort of match that, and we found, roughly speaking, about 2 watts across the two positions. So good little improvement, nothing massive, but definitely the right direction. Then went narrow on your armrest. The first step was 1 bolt hole narrower, which found you 4.5 watts in your natural position, and about 1 watt in your shrug. So it started to limit a little bit how much you could shrug. We went even narrower than that, so 2 bolt holes narrower, which is as close as we could go on the armrest now. And that found a further 8.5 watts and 2.5 watts, so big old gain there for narrowing you up. We then went through 2 extension options, one for 40 degrees and 50 degrees. 50 was pretty poor, that lost you 4 watts across both positions, but the 40, no real difference in your natural position, but found 3.5 watts when you shrug down, so definitely one to go with. So just left the 40 degrees on the bike. Obviously affected your handling a little bit at first, but I think again, a bit of time to get used to that. And the final one, went back to the 40 degree extensions and tried the aero switch. So you found a little bit in your natural, but lost so much in your shrug that it wasn't worth persevering with. So start to finish, you came in at just a 222 watts aero drag at 42k an hour, and your best position you had 199, so you've got 23 watts better off. You can see about 4.5 minutes or so there. Yeah, pretty big time saving. That does assume the fact that you can hold that head position throughout. But especially on the faster courses, worth doing. So, just as Dee's results, so we get both natural and head position, natural and shrugged head position, and the average of the two. Coefficient of variance was a little bit higher, but settled down pretty quick, to be honest. So down to sort of the region of 2.5%. So in your baseline position, you'll find around 13 watts in your head shrug, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. Just shows that there's good flexibility there, and it's something you really need to persevere on. So come back to stretching, flexibility. Full length mirror in front of you can be a really good thing. Just gives you that visual feedback loop when you're on the turbo. Even if it's Swift, just put it underneath, you can see yourself. Good little tool. Stretching out 25 mil. Found you around 3 watts in your natural position. No real difference in your shrug position now. It's about the same. It's obviously going in the right direction, but we couldn't bring you any further forward with that. We then fitted 40-degree extensions, which cost you 5 watts in your natural position, but found you 3.5 watts in your shrug. So I think a factor of that is actually just the familiarity of having higher extensions in your face. It maybe push your head unnaturally high, but in the shrug it definitely found you a lot. It's something I think you should persevere with. Hopefully you can hold the shrug for the majority of the race and really see those gains. We then went for 10mm foam padding to effectively emulate having a more tight armrest position. We found you 6.5 and 3.5 watts across the 2 head position, so it's really, really big. Narrow armrest definitely works for you, so it's just redrilling your armrest to suit that accordingly and just playing around with the clamps to make sure that's all clean and tidy. We then took the helmet clasp off to see if that would help make the helmet sit a little bit nicer, and definitely didn't. No real difference in your natural, but it cost you 4 watts when you shrug down, so with the clasp is definitely the way to go, and that sits aerodynamically well onto your head. We tried a 10mm lower saddle height, which found you 3.5 watts in your natural position, but cost you 2 watts in your shrug. Obviously aiming towards being fast in your shrug position, hopefully make that sustainable, so don't think that's quite the way to go, but maybe something to look at in the future if you change skin suits or helmets and played about again, it's something to re-optimise. Bringing your saddle height up 10mm cost you a huge amount, 3.5 and 8 watts, so definitely no go on that. And on the last run, we went back to your fastest saddle height position and put a camelback down the front, t-shirt to emulate that, but that cost you quite a bit, about 5 watts, so not an efficient solution for you. So staying trim is definitely the way to go. So your baseline at 45k an hour, you're on 233 watts, and your fastest position you were just under 213, so you're talking about 21 watts or so. So similar sort of.
So it was mainly bringing the arms in was the best, and the 40 minutes.
Longer reach, 40-degree extensions, narrow arm pads, definitely the way to go. So you're looking pretty dialed. I mean, your CDA there, you said your power meter under ease, but you're 0.186, which, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, is really good. So even if you were, say, 10% higher, you'd be about, what's that going to be, 2.0, which would put you amongst some of the most aero triathletes out there for long course. So you're in a really, really good position for that. It's been a really productive day with Sam and Dee. We're here at Derby Velodrome, been aero testing all evening. Found, roughly speaking, 20 watts for each athlete, which is going to save some huge time for both of them over both middle distance and long distance triathlons. We've got some big ones coming up. And yeah, just a really productive day for Ribble all round. Hopefully they're going to be standing on the top step of the podium pretty soon.